This background music that you're going to hear right now for this final segment of the season is a guitar piece by former New York Yankees center fielder Bernie Williams. We've used it in this slot for 3 years now, and Mike Shacker picked it up online, so thank you, Shaq. Can it really be that our third season has come and gone? 3 already? When I think of Hillsborough Hops baseball, I think first of you fans. KL talked about it. I think of your passion for this team and for the game of baseball. Many of you have been baseball fans for a long time and have been waiting for something like this, but there are others. I spoke recently with a fan who said his family was new to the game of baseball, but they've been captivated by the whole scene, the whole feeling at Rontonkin Field. It is truly a special place, but it wouldn't be the same without the spirit you guys bring to the games. Personally, I love how you cheer at the right times, often without provocation from the video board, and I hear comments which indicate many of you know the game. I'd love this team in that park under any circumstances, but you fans make it truly memorable. And I also think of the game day staff, our hospitality team, who are really some of our best fans. It's hard to imagine a more positive, enthusiastic group of people who are always willing to help. Everyone seems to appreciate their attitude, their smiles, their sense of humor. I'll always remember Hops fan and hospitality team member Michael Jacobs. He and his parents, Bill and Tama, are incredible people. And the front office staff of the Hops, one of the best groups of people I've ever worked with. And it starts at the top with owners Mike and Laura McMurray, along with GM KL Wambacher. They hire good people, and they let them do their jobs. What a concept. The positive attitude, the determination, and the desire to make the workplace fun starts at the top and trickles down to the entire staff and the interns. Along those lines, the Hops on-field staff has been amazing this year. I've done this for almost 20 years, and occasionally, not often, but occasionally, people in my line of work can come across a manager or a coach or a trainer who's difficult to work with. Man, is that ever not the case here. Shelley Duncan is so good and so easy to work with, it's incredible. And as an aside, this guy knows a lot about baseball, but he's not afraid to tell you what he doesn't know. He's always trying to learn more. I think he'll manage in the big leagues someday. Doug Drabeck is, well, he's Doug Drabeck. Great sense of humor, forthcoming with information about Hops pitchers, and he's a pitching savant. Hitting coach Javier Colina likewise is open with information about Hops players. Javi sat in front of me on many a bus trip, and I enjoyed his company. Trainer Ryan Eubanks never, that I saw anyway, never gets unnerved. Trainers at this level are also in charge of travel, which can be really stressful. Ryan handled it all with good cheer. Strength coach Dave Harrigan, D-backs video coordinator Joe McAlpin, both always enjoyable to be around. And thanks to the always helpful clubhouse manager, Casey Sawyer. And then we have the Hops players. What a fun group. I wouldn't say this if it weren't true. Not a single bad egg in the bunch. I've done play-by-play for enough teams to know that we had something really special along those lines here in Hillsborough in 2015. Matt and I are spoiled, to be sure. Thank you to the Arizona Diamondbacks, who again sent us a championship team. It's incredible, really. We had the first through sixth round draft choices on the Hops this year. Dansby Swanson, Alex Young, Taylor Clark, Brecken Williams, Ryan Burr, and Tyler Mark. It's unheard of to have that load of top-heavy draft talent with one club. One reason they did that, Hillsborough is truly a special place. Pitcher Troy Marks spent time at every level this year, and he said that he enjoyed them all. But outside his AAA stop, Hillsborough is the best situation in the entire Diamondbacks chain. I'd like to thank Hillsborough Hops sponsors who make what we do here on Rip City Radio possible. But then that all goes back to you, the fans, doesn't it? It's not surprising that advertisers are eager to be a part of what we got going on here. This year, we became the first team in the Northwest League to be featured on MILB.TV. When I heard about this, I'd seen other low minor league MILB TV productions, and I thought, okay. But boy, was I wowed. Were we all? The team invested a lot of money in it, and that included the hiring of a professional crew led by Barrett Brenner. The quality of these productions has been excellent, and this was just year one. I'm really looking forward to year two. Thanks to all the people at Rip City Radio 620 AM and iHeartMedia. Robert Dove, Dave Hill, Court Weber, Chris Weiss, Josh Matthews, Chris Brown, Kim Melmoth, Rochelle Arriaga, and more. They've been so easy to work with and so accommodating. And our in-studio producers, Mike Shacker and Bobby Corser. Bobby's been with us for 3 years, and he's right on top of things, as reliable and loyal as can be. And Mike Shacker, he and I have been working together for 10 years now. That's incredible. This guy knows radio, knows baseball, and he loves both. Those two guys make life for me and Matt really easy. And yes, Matt Rickard. When the Hillsborough Hops asked me to do their play-by-play prior to their inaugural season, I said no. I'd done 15 years of minor league baseball. I had other gigs going and was enjoying this new concept of doing summer activities with my family. They said, tell you what, you find someone good to work the games you don't, and we'll be flexible with your schedule. I didn't have to look long. One of the first to apply and the most logical to hire was Matt Rickard. Matt is a pro's pro. His play-by-play calls and on-air personality are big league, and we have a lot of fun off the air getting ready for these games. And thanks to the third member of our home broadcast booth, Blair Cash, the team's official scorer, one of the nicest human beings on the face of the planet. Matt and Blair make for a truly fun atmosphere. The danger in thanking people individually is that I'll leave someone out. I hope I haven't. If I have, please forgive me. And finally, thank you to my wife and kids who share this experience with me every year. And while it's sad when it ends, it does mean we get to spend a little more time together coming up. Guys, thanks, and I can hardly wait to see you tomorrow. Heather, should we go to the Venetian tomorrow night? And family is what baseball is all about, if you're a fan, right? Unlike other sports, baseball lends itself to conversation. We've all seen the shirts that say, baseball is life. That's certainly true when you follow a team on a daily basis. Did you see the movie Fever Pitch? One of the Fenway faithful in the movie described the friends they make at the ballpark as being their summer family. If you come to a few games at Rontonkin Field, you'll know what that means. But there comes a time when we have to say goodbye to summer and to baseball, and that time is now. Each year at this time, I quote the late Bart Giamatti. Years before he was commissioner of baseball, he was president of Yale University. And during that time, he wrote, "Baseball breaks your heart. It is designed to break your heart. The game begins in the spring, when everything else begins again, and it blossoms in the summer, filling the afternoons and evenings. And then, as soon as the chill rains come, it stops and leaves you to face the fall all alone." And I also like to bring up Roger Kahn, the author of Boys of Summer, who wrote, "You glory with a team in victory, but you fall in love with a team in defeat." Well, Roger, this year, and amazingly, for the second straight year, we Hops fans got to do both. And Bart, the chill rains may be coming, but if you're a Hops fan, you can bask in the glow of this championship all winter long. And so, for the final time this year, for tonight's producers, Mike Shacker and Rochelle Arriaga, and for Matt Rickard, I'm Rich Burke. Goodbye from Geisa Stadium in Pasco, Washington, where the Hillsborough Hops have been recrowned the champions of the Northwest League. Tonight's final score, Hillsborough 6 and Tri-City 1. We'll talk to you next year on Hillsborough Hops Baseball.
You've been listening to Hillsborough Hops Baseball. Copyright 2015 by the Hillsborough